Hello, hello, hello. Happy Monday, December the 16th. Yep, month is half over. Christmas in 10 days. All right, so today we're going to talk about become the woman he can't stop thinking about. So, how can we do that? How can we do that and still be humble? You can do that and still be a humble person. Become the woman he can't stop thinking about means to cultivate a presence and personality that deeply captivates a man, leaving him constantly intrigued and mentally preoccupied with you, even when you're not physically present. Essentially, to be so memorable and alluring that he finds it difficult to focus on anything else. We all want to be that lady. But why? Why? Why do we want to be so attached to a man that all he does is think about you, obsess about you? Because to me, that can also be a very bad thing, because then he becomes obsessed with you, and that's all he wants to do is be a part of you, and that can be discerning and troublesome. So we don't want him to be so enamored by you that he's obsessed. We just want him to be thinking about you. We want him to be intrigued. Never give him everything that he wants right off the bat. Give him little bits, little tidbits. Key aspects of this concept is an intriguing personality. Absolutely. We all have intriguing personalities. We all have personalities. And we just need to see to it that he likes that personality. If he doesn't, guess what? There's another one around the corner. You don't have to go after the first guy you meet. Make sure it's the right guy you meet. Because you don't want to have the wrong person intrigued by you, okay? Could wind up being the Boston Strangler or Ted Bundy or somebody like that. We don't want that. We want good, healthy relationships. So have a good, healthy, intriguing personality, especially if he has an intriguing personality. If you are a little bit captivated by him, find out why. Find out why you're captivated. Find out more about him so you can know whether this is somebody you really want to be in your life. Because he may wind up being somebody you don't want in your life. Have a unique blend of qualities that spark curiosity. True. Like a combination of confidence, intelligence, wit, and a touch of mystery. Always keep them wanting for more. Always. Never show them the true you up front. That's not a good thing to do. Be sure that you have a strong sense of yourself. Be sure you know who you are before you try to find out who they are. Because if you don't know who you are, you're not going to learn who they are in a timely manner. You have to know who you are. And I know you can do this. Be comfortable in your own skin. Boy, I am. I love my skin. With clear values, passions that make you stand out. My values are to be honest, compassionate, caring, loving, believe in God. God is everything. If you believe in God, and I truly believe this, because I lived a life for 30 some odd years where my husband took God out of my life and put the devil in my life. I lived with the devil for 35 years. I'm rid of the devil. I have let God back into my life. God is helping me become a better person. And He can do that for you too. Okay? So go to church or a synagogue or a mosque, whatever your religion. Go, believe, and trust in your God. Emotional connection. Establish a deeper emotional bond by genuinely being interested in Him, showing empathy, and being emotionally available. And that's good, because that's how you learn about Him. If you establish a deep emotional bond with Him, you'll learn about Him. And if you don't like what you learn about Him, this would be a good time to say, okay, this isn't going to work out. We all understand how that is. Positive energy. Radiate positivity. Enthusiasm. And joyful outlook on life. See, that's where I was when I met Him. I was so positive. I was positively happy being single, being a single mother to my daughter, until I met Him, and He made me want to have more children. So we had Bo. We got married. We had Bo. Look what I did to him. I destroyed his life because I lost my positivity and gained negativity. Physical attraction. Physical attraction is good. Maintain a well-groomed appearance, dress in a way that flatters your body type, while also aligning with your personal style. And that's all good and well. You should do that anyway because that will make you feel better about yourself. That's going to be part of your self-care. But don't do it for him. Don't change your style for him. And how to achieve all this? Easy to do, it really is. Engage in stimulating conversation. That's one thing that we always had trouble with, mainly because of me. I didn't feel like I had interesting stuff to bring to the table, interesting conversation. I don't know why. I probably did, but I don't know. I just never been a big communicator. I try to be, but I don't do a good job of it. Discuss topics that challenge his perspective and encourage thoughtful dialogue. And then I would try to do that. He would bring up stuff more often than me, but I don't know why. I was never one to talk a lot. I can remember in junior high, being on the phone with the boyfriend, and you'd just sit there and listen to each other breathe. There was no stimulating conversations. And then when I got into high school, it didn't change. I would try to bring up different things, but they were ideas that I had in my mind, but they weren't my experiences. Be present in the moment. Pay full attention when interacting with him, showing genuine interest in what he has to say. And that's good. That's a good thing to do because he may say something that you really need to hear. So you need to be sure you're listening carefully. Set boundaries. That's always been my problem. How to set boundaries. Don't be overly available. Maintain a healthy balance between being attentive and giving him space. Well, that was one thing, if I recall, in our dating. He never required space. I would ask for space so I could go out with my friends, but he rarely ever. He always took me with his friends, and his friends were okay, but they weren't the best people in the world. And I'm beginning to think if I could ever talk to any of my friends that I had back then, maybe they would tell me, hey, we knew he was a loser. We knew he was not going to be good for you. Well, why didn't you say something? Could have saved me 35 years of heartache. and pain. And pain for my children. People had just talked to me. My own stepmother didn't tell me. And she knew. Betty, why didn't you say something? I know you said he makes you happy. So I want you to be happy. Well, he did, but he didn't. And I know you probably understand that more than I do. I love you. I miss you so much, Betty. I hate to say this, but I wish you were here instead of Mom. Challenge him intellectually. Yeah, somebody who's... You can't challenge... I couldn't challenge him. He was Mensa. He had an IQ of Einstein. I couldn't challenge him. I mean, there was no challenging him. None whatsoever. Other than he didn't know about well, he knew about everything. I was going to say he didn't know about cooking. Yeah, he did. He didn't know about medical stuff. Yeah, he did. Embrace your individuality. I did. Highlight your unique qualities and interests, showcasing what makes you different from others. I did. He loved it. He stuck with it. He ruined me. He really did. He destroyed me. He took my unique qualities of kindness, caring, sharing, compassion, and enjoyment of sex. Because I did. When we got together, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed sex. Just like everybody else did. Yeah, I was fucking around before I met him. I didn't after I met him because we had both decided that was never going to happen again. About that, it did. Because I lost my individuality. He stole my individuality from me. He took it away from me. He turned me into something that I did not want to be. He turned me into someone I hated. I did not want to be a prostitute. I did not want to be a sex object. I didn't want any of that. I just wanted to be his loving, caring wife. I wanted us to be able to sit around and talk about the kids, the grandkids, da-da-da-da-da. But see, that never was going to happen. He knew that was never going to happen. He knew that's what my reality was. That he knew that's what I wanted our future to be. But he saw to it that it never happened. Because every time I would try to get stuff going for a family thing, he would shut it down. He would see to it that the kids weren't around. He knew Bo's schedule to the point that he would have somebody at our house for me to fuck while Bo was on his way home. And the guy would be gone before Bo pulled into the driveway. He would always make sure of that. I was never authentic during our marriage. I tried to be. I wanted to be. But I couldn't be authentic because he kept pushing me to be that prostitute. And the last thing I ever want to do is to be a prostitute. I never wanted that. I wanted to be a happy wife for a happy life. But I didn't get that. I didn't get a happy life. Damned if I didn't try. But it just didn't work. I tried to get our marriage to work. I tried to stop the prostitution, stop the madness. I swear to God, every 6 months we would get into these big heated fights. The last fight we had decided a month before that we were going to start working on getting a divorce. We were going to start putting together a plan of how we were going to split everything. And then he decides to try to kill me. Because I said no again. I did not want to have a fuck me OU Texas football game party. Didn't even get to watch the game because he tried to kill me. And I couldn't take it anymore. I had to do for myself. I had to do for myself. And I did. And I got out. I called the police, had him arrested, and we go to trial January 13th. He tried to kill me on October the 8th, 2022. And he goes to trial January 13, 2025. Almost 2.5 years later. And I have been living with this, getting through this, surviving this, with my mother and my son and my daughter and my other son. And we're all happy that it's done, it's over. And he hopefully hopefully will do some prison time for attempted murder. But I have a feeling he'll probably just get probation. But, better than nothing. I'm sure he'll get probation and a fine. I know he had to pay bail. But that's okay. Hello, Snickers. Did you have a good walk? Did you have a good walk? Huh? Look what Mommy's got. Look what Mama's got. Good girl. Good girl. Okay. Yeah, this was just a little heart. This just a little bit. You all have a wonderful day. Peace, love, like, subscribe, comments. I love comments. I love it when y'all give me ideas of things that you would like me to discuss. I'll discuss all my stuff any time of the day. Any day. But if you have something specific you want me to research and discuss, I will do that for you. Peace, love. Have a great day. Love you. Bye.